Do you like games such as Wario Blast or Quest Fantasy Challenge? Or maybe you like something a little more mainstream such as Bomberman and Dig Dug, which of course Quest Fantasy Challenge is a Bomberman clone, and Wario Blast is basically a Bomberman game, but it's Wario versus Bomberman, and you can play as either character, and then there's some Super Game Boy features where you can play head-to-head two-player. Well, if you want a game like that, I would highly recommend Murtop. Murtop is a game on the Nintendo Switch. It is an arcade-style, though, game. It's a single-screen arcade-style game, and you play as Murty the Rabbit. And she is so darn cute, honestly. So her mission is to get rid of all the moles that are causing trouble. So you go down and you collect carrots or whatever. But here's the thing. Here's the twist. She poops bombs. That's right. She poops bombs. And the bombs can kill the moles. In fact, if you kill multiple moles, you get even more bombs and things like that. There's a ton of levels in here. It's fast-paced action arcade. It reminds you of a game you would have seen in the 80s and 90s. It is definitely an arcade. It has an arcade vibe to it. It is an absolute blast. The game is super addictive, and I've really been enjoying it so far. And it's only like $5 on the eShop. It's pretty darn cheap. It's pretty darn cheap. I've seen it on sale before, but you know what? I think it's worth $5, no doubt about it. It has really absolutely fun action games. It's a kind of game also where, just like in Quest Fantasy Challenge, for example, you know, there's certain like rocks, if you go under them, they'll like fall on top of the bad guys. It's got that going for it too, just like a Dig Dug type of game. So if you like those particular style of games, this might be worth checking out. Also, it kind of reminds me a little bit of another Bomberman clone I was thinking about, Kuro Kuro Kuropi No Bomb Splash, which is on the Famicom. That's a game I had introduced to my son a while back or whatever when he was like 3 years old. It's a fun game where it's dropping bombs and stuff like that. I really love these games where you can drop bombs. There's so many awesome Bomberman games and Bomberman clones and stuff like that. This definitely has that feel to it, but the nice thing is it's a single screen game. So once you're done with that screen, you go on to the next one. There's just a ton of freaking levels. And I believe there is a kill screen as well. So if you're looking for some fun arcade action that is reminiscent of Bomberman and Dig Dug, this is a game for you. Now, there isn't a physical Switch copy, I believe, at the time of this recording, and it's a $5 game, so why would you buy that? I guess that makes sense. But this game will be on Indie Heroes 4, which is a collection coming out to Evercade, a collection you can play on your Super Pocket, your Hyper Mega Tech Super Pocket, as well as the various Evercade collections. Now, I've never had anything but negative things to say about the Evercade Alpha, but I can see how this game would be really fun to play on the Evercade Alpha, honestly, because this definitely is an arcade-style game, and playing it on a bar top arcade would be pretty darn cool, to be honest. So, yeah, if you like physical media, and a buddy of mine actually asked me the other day, he's like, hey, is that Indie Heroes 4 collection actually worth it? And I told him, I was like, I'll be honest with you. I mean, yeah, I think there's some games on here that are worth buying, individually, like Murtop, for example. But if you're looking for value, this collection has a serious amount of value. That's a $25 cartridge, but there's $75 worth of games on that. I mean, literally, you can buy every single one of those games on itch.io, except Collie Defense. Collie Defense just has the demo, but I believe you can buy a physical cartridge of it from John Ruse, the Retro Room, his website. But for the most part, yeah, you can get every single one of those games on itch.io, but it's going to cost you a lot more unless you happen to buy all of them on sale, and still, it would still cost you more. So that's an incredible value. But yeah, Murtop is a game that's definitely worth spending $5 on the Nintendo Switch to play. Absolutely. The game is fun, and it's addictive, and it's fast-paced. If you're looking for some arcade action, it's a great way to spend your time. Anyways, that's all I have to say today about that. What are your guys' thoughts? Have you played Murtop yet? Are you planning to get Indie Heroes 4 on Evercade? Comment below. Love to hear what you have to say. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and stay awesome in this universe. Later.